my block. Look what you sweater is drill. Somebody give me a these ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Black Knights. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Manuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second down is Long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
The great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Manuel. Oh, he stays up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. John Simon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Luck on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And touchdown. Jordy Nelson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Wind helping him to start the 2nd as he gets it away. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. E.J. Manuel and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Back to throw again. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out, you got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Out of the gun, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing is Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now it's Luck. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw. Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. On first down, it's Luck. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. on first down. Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second down is Luck. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Luck now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Throwing again is Luck. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eli Rogers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Manuel. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. So we've come upon halftime here in an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Manuel. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. John Simon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Off of play action. Luck. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. He's going to field this at the 4. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this one's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, safe!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That is caught inside the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Welcome back now here in London as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next?
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return will stop right around the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Luck now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Luck Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the red zone now, Locke. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Mack. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals moving out in front late. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, safe! Over!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Manuel. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now it's Locke. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Locke. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's Manuel. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.